Okay, quick video. This has to do with the Xyz rule change, because now we're following the OCG ruling to where Xyz materials are no longer considered on the field. I got a couple of cards here to represent, the decks that they're played in and everything. First I want to go off and just, tour guide. Yeah, I'm glad that I did not spend, $200 something on it. That's about it. Not much else to say. It's not going to be as broken, but we're still going to have to see it as a somewhat broken card. I believe with the new rule changing, I don't believe that anti-meta decks, that's why I have Thunder King, Ryo. I mean, y'all probably be able to tell what I have all these, representing, but anyway. Anti-meta decks, they're not really going to be hurt at all by the Xyz rule change. I mean, yeah, probably some people use tour guide in them. I mean, I was using tour guide in my anti-meta deck build, but I can live without tour guide, honestly, to make anti-meta work. It's just a hate deck. It was going to hate on tour guide with, effect Veiler anyway, so it's a hate deck. Not much else you can say. So I don't believe that, anti-meta is going to be hit very hard. More viable decks, Tech Genesis. Tech Genesis, I think they're going to see a little bit more play. Yeah, they're still doing pretty well, but eventually I think that Tech Genesis is going to slow down. It's just, it wasn't, I don't know, I don't see what the big hype on it was. Tengu variants. Tengu variants are going to, I think, still work, because technically, I'm not really sure on this, don't quote me if I'm wrong, but I think Tengu would still get his effect if you used him for an Xyz material, not by detaching, but him going, being attached to the Xyz material. I think that would consider being, taken from the field. So I think you'd be able to, Xyz into Utopia with 2 level 4s and get, your reborn Tengu back. I mean, don't hold me to that, but I don't know. I'm still a little rusty with the whole Xyz ruling, so I don't know, because it changed. Master Hyperion. And agents are still going to be good. There's not much else you can say. Agents are going to wreck. They're a good, budget deck, pretty cheap. Pot of Duality, everything that you're going to need. Christia's, they're all available to you now. So I would watch out for agents. They're going to wreck people. Really cheap deck. I've seen people build amazing agent decks, spending nothing, no more than $30. As crazy as that sounds. Twilight's still going to be good. JD's at 3. Twilight's still going to wreck people. Not much more to say. Nothing's really changed other than the fact that, tour guide plays are not going to be seen as much, and they're not going to be a necessary thing to the deck, which is actually kind of good because, Lightsworn are a Saki deck anyway, so you're not really, in my opinion, tour guide plays were slowing the deck down, and a lot of other YouTubers agree. Six Samurai. Now that we don't have to worry about, being veilered and all that kind of stuff, I think that Six Samurai are still going to, continue to see play, and that's the same thing with Gladiator Beast. Gladiator Beast, Six Samurai, I think that they're going to be kind of neck and neck like they have been, and I don't know, I'm just looking forward to see these two decks in this format. I want to see them stay strong and last many more formats to come. And that just goes to show Twilight, absolutely nothing has changed with Twilight. It may be a little bit, like a fraction of a bit harder to get your BLS out, but you was needing to draw into it anyway. And by the time you probably draw into your BLS, you've probably already got a Dark and a Light in the graveyard, so don't worry about having to, Sanguine Search, get the Veiler, and then negate a effect with Veiler to get, your Light and Dark, because it was kind of pointless anyway if you think about it. That's all I really have to say on the Xyz ruling. Just comment, rate, subscribe. What kind of decks do you hope to see in the new format, even though we've already know this is going, Master Hyperion agents are going to be very big. That's all I got to say. Comment, rate, subscribe.